Welcome back to the final segment, thank goodness, of the Commissioner's Corner segment for December 2017, our last show. Going out with a bang for the year. Again, I'm Scott Vargo, your county manager, and I'm joined by two of your three county commissioners, Karin Stiegelmeyer and Dan Gibbs. We miss Thomas, but he'll be back hopefully for our January episode. So we want to talk about the winter, which on December the 5th, when we're taping the show, hasn't really arrived quite yet. We got a little bit of snow a couple of days ago. It was cold this morning, so it felt sort of wintry. But we don't have lots of snow quite yet, but we know it's coming. At some point it will hit. And so we want to talk a little bit about Snowpack first, and just give people an idea of where we're at, seasonal averages, and then we'll move on to more snow-related topics.
Yeah, so the landscape does look very similar to what we see right here, but a few more bare spots for sure.
Yeah.
And the ski resorts are all open, and there are areas that you can go cross-country skiing, but we need more snow. And so for the Upper Colorado River Basin right now, today's medium is 65%, and then the medium peak is at 16%. So we could use a lot more snow, of course, and we're all doing snow dances, right?
Yep.
But you know, Karin has a little graph here that shows comparison numbers. We're so early on in the season, and I know it will pick up soon.
Yeah.
But we're starting out slow.
Yeah, similar to last year, it feels like to me. And then all of a sudden, late December and January, it snowed so much over and over and over again. It was like it was never going to stop. And so again, I think that we're all confident that there will be weeks and months like that we again are like, oh gosh, would it stop snowing already? So we'll get there too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
as long as all of you do your snow dances, everybody has to work on it.
We'll do our own little Uller parade as we leave the facility here. All right, anything else on Snowpack? Nope.
It will snow.
Bring on the snow.
Bring on the snow, indeed. All right, preparedness. Karin, you want to talk a little bit about winter preparedness?
Well, even though we don't have that much snow, there is snow and ice and slush on the roads. And so this is my annual plea to everyone to be prepared for driving on the roads. And a reminder that for a couple years now, I think it's been, that we've had the traction law in place. So it's more serious than just embarrassment if you are the one who gets stuck and blocks traffic. It's not just embarrassment, because that shouldn't happen to you if you live in Summit County. But you could be fined up to about $650 because of not having adequate traction. And that's about the price of a set of snow tires.
Yep.
So it's really worth it, just for your safety, beyond embarrassment and money, for your safety to have adequate snow tires. Everyone in Summit County must have adequate snow tires.
And put your if I do get stuck or I do run off the road for some reason, make sure you've got a scraper, and make sure you've got extra, warm clothing, and you've got a set of gloves and some boots and whatever else in the back of your car, so that you are prepared in the event that you get stuck out in bad weather for some reason or another.
Because other people won't be prepared.
Yes.
There will be some. Yes. None of us in Summit County, but
and it's the law. At the end of the day, we've all been familiar with the signs that say it's unlawful to proceed without proper equipment. Well, that's not just a message to truckers to chain up or not chain up, but if you're blocking a lane and if you're pulled over with bald tires, well, that's not proper equipment. Yep. So you can get zapped with a fine. So just make sure people are prepared, and go to your tire stores and get some good tires.
And it certainly happens that it's the passenger vehicle or the rental car or whatever it might be that ends up sort of clogging up I-70 because they can't get up the hill, or they got stuck trying to turn and they've spun out or whatever it might be, and then that blocks lanes of traffic. Everybody else slows down. It causes all kinds of havoc. And so again, the more folks that are prepared, the better. And again, be prepared in the event that you do have some sort of an accident or some sort of a slowdown for yourself as well.
Yeah.
All right, seasonal road closures, again, snow related. So there are some roads within Summit County that are summer only roads. And so Dan, you want to talk a little bit about what's closed down?
Yeah, sure. The gates at Baldy Road and Boreas Pass Road are closed for the season right now. And that's really consistent with our policy, but also with the White River National Forest and their travel management plan. And there are also some of the other trails are closed right now. Gold Run Gulch Road and Sally Barber Road, those are also closed to motorized during this winter season. And then the U.S. Forest Service also has some closed gates and access points that are closed within the White River National Forest, including gates at Crystal Lake Road, McCullough Gulch Road, and Prue Creek. So take a look at our county website. There's a press release that went out a few weeks ago, but that's the landscape right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Anything else on snow, winter, preparedness, road closures?
Winter's here. Do your snow dance to make it better.
All right.
You know, it's a busy holiday season right around the corner.
Yep.
So there will be a lot of people visiting Summit County, a lot of Summit County locals going to other places as well. But be safe, everyone.
Yep.
And it's going to get really busy, and have a very safe holiday
Yep,
season.
absolutely. Enjoy the holidays, and we'll be back at some point in January.